Arthur didn't just have one sad episode. It spent years building a secret two-part story about what it actually feels like to lose someone you love. First by watching someone slowly disappear because of dementia, and later by confronting death itself. What makes these episodes special isn't just that they're emotional, it's that they're connected. When people think of Arthur, they usually remember the funny moments, Arthur and DW arguing, and of course the classic memes. But hidden among those lighthearted moments is one of the saddest episodes the show ever made. This isn't about broken model planes or little arguments. It's about something much harder, watching someone you love slowly fade away. In this episode, Arthur and his family face an unexpected challenge. The story is emotional and surprisingly honest for a children's show, showing a side of life that's rarely explored on television for kids. The episode begins with an introduction to Bubby, Francine's grandma, talking right to the audience about what it's like to get older. She jokes that being old isn't all bad. Sure, you move a little slower and get some aches and pains, but there are perks too. You get cheaper bus rides, you can nap whenever you want, and you can still make new friends. She's about to tell us about one of those new friends, but before she can even start, the camera crew cuts her off. They tell her they're out of time and have to begin the show. Bubby gets frustrated. She doesn't understand why everyone's in such a rush, and she asks, "What's the hurry?" It's a funny introduction, but it also quietly sets the stage for what's to come.
Hello, boys and girls. What a beautiful day this is. It makes me feel like singing. But don't worry, I won't. I'll spare you. Oh, look at this room. Hold on, I will be right back. I know, you all tuned in to see my granddaughter Francine and her friends. But first, I want to talk to you a little about getting old. Getting old, kids, is wonderful. There are a few little annoyances. The knees don't work so well. When I was your age, I could jump over this table. Now, if I drop a cookie, it stays on the floor. Big deal. The dog will eat it. And my ears aren't so good. I don't hear half the things that people say to me, and the other half, you want to know? I just ignore. Why? Because I've heard most of it before. I'm fat, I'm broke, why isn't there anything good on TV? Please, you are alive, stop complaining. And then there's all those little aches and pains. Some days, this pinky, it hurts. Other days, it's my tongue. Go figure. But there are great things too. First of all, it's cheaper to ride the bus, yeah. And any time can be nap time, especially if someone is boring you to tears. And you know the best part? You still make new friends. Anyhow, I wanted to share with you the story of my new friend. You are never going to guess who it is, so I'm just going to tell you. Okay, are you ready? My new friend is... What? We're out of time already? I was talking too much? Okay, fine. Children, darlings, it is time for the show. So you'll watch, you'll enjoy. Goodbye for now. Yeah, bye-bye. Will someone please tell me what was the rush? At this age, I only have 2 speeds, slow and stop. It's public television. Why don't we all just stop and smell the roses? Has anyone got a rose?
The episode then shifts to Arthur's house, where DW tells Arthur to set up the cot bed because Grandpa Dave is coming to stay. He's visiting Elwood City to see a doctor. When the family meets him at the train station, something feels off right away. Grandpa Dave smiles and greets everyone, but when Arthur asks when he last came to visit, Dave can't quite remember. It's a simple question, but it already hints that something's wrong. At first, everything seems normal. Grandpa Dave plays with Arthur and DW, and they all laugh together. But during a game of hide and seek, things take a turn. While the kids are still hiding, Dave suddenly stops playing and wanders back inside. When they find him in the kitchen, he doesn't even remember Arthur's name. Mrs. Reed quickly takes him to his doctor's appointment, and Arthur, confused and hurt, blames DW for tiring out their grandpa. But the truth is, something much deeper is happening, something even Arthur doesn't fully understand yet.
He's coming!
Who's coming?
Grandpa Dave! And guess what? He's staying in my room! And guess what else? You get to set up the cot! No, move it over there.
Why don't you move it?
Mom says I'll pinch my fingers.
Ugh. I wonder how long Grandpa will be staying with us.
I don't know. Mom said he was coming in to see the doctor. No, move it back.
Oh.
Mom! Arthur's being mean to Grandpa!
Well, hello, everybody. Holy moly, let me look at you two. Arthur, you must be about 2 inches taller.
I don't think so. It's only been 2 months since we saw you.
Boy, this town sure has changed since I was a boy. Nice ride you kids have here. Is it new?
No, you rode in it this summer for Aunt Lucy's wedding, remember?
We did just get it cleaned, though.
Oh, that must be it. It's so good to see you two little rascals. Later on, if you're good, I'll make you my special country stew.
Let's all count to one. Let's all count to one. Ready, set, one, you're done. Let's all count to one.
Ready? Go! 100, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 3, 2, 1, 90, 99.
You'll never find me here.
Where is he?
Beats me. What's he doing?
He's talking to Mom.
It's probably a trick.
I don't care. I'm hungry.
Home free! Yes, I win! Woohoo! I'm hungry too.
Where have you two been? Off playing?
Well, yeah. We were playing hide and seek. With you.
Oh, were you? I'm sorry. I must have got distracted, Archie. Oh, wait. That's not right. Arnold? It's Arnold, right? Oh, dear.
That's okay, Dad. It's Arthur. Kids, I'm taking Grandpa to his doctor's appointment. Dad's in the garage. We'll be back in an hour, and then we'll have a family talk, okay?
How could he forget my name?
Well, Arthur isn't a very memorable name. Actually, I think you look more like an Arnold.
This is all your fault.
How is it my fault?
You've been playing with him too much. He's probably exhausted.
When Grandpa Dave comes back from his appointment, the family sits down together for an important talk. That's when he tells them the truth. The doctor says he has a disease that will make him forget things over time. The show never says it directly, but it's clear they're talking about Alzheimer's. This gentle approach makes the topic accessible to kids without overwhelming them. He also explains that he'll be moving closer to family so they can help take care of him. Everyone listens quietly. Even though Arthur and DW are still kids, they can tell this is serious. DW, with all the innocence of a little kid, immediately promises to take care of him. She doesn't really understand what it means, but her heart is in the right place. Later, DW starts making something special, a memory album full of photos and happy moments to help Grandpa Dave remember. Meanwhile, Arthur has a much harder time dealing with it. He's sad and frustrated, and he tells DW that Grandpa Dave will just forget everything anyway. It's a painful moment because it shows how kids often react when someone they love starts to change. DW holds on to hope, but Arthur can only see what's being lost.
See, I've had problems remembering things lately. Just last week, I got lost when I was walking around my own farm.
You did?
Afraid so. The doctor told me that my memory is starting to go.
Maybe you just need to tie a string around your finger. I'll go get some ribbon.
This isn't like normal forgetting, honey.
Well, everyone forgets things when they get to be my age, but some folks get a disease that makes it even harder for them to remember.
It's not my fault, is it?
Of course not.
See?
It's no one's fault. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I feel fine. And I'm going to be moving closer to you. That's the bright side.
Grandpa will need some extra care from all of us.
I'll take care of you, Grandpa. I need some photographs.
Photographs of what?
Anything. The house, vacations, me, but not too many of you. We already have tons of those.
Why are you gathering photos?
I'm making a book to help Grandpa remember things. It's a memory book.
What's the point? He'll just forget them anyway. He'll probably forget what it's even for.
Okay, mister. I'm only putting in one picture of you.
Feeling sad and confused, Arthur goes to the park to be alone. He just wants a break from everything that's been happening. That's when he runs into Francine and her grandma, Bubby. Bubby can tell right away that something's wrong. She gently insists on hearing what's bothering him and invites him over for a snack at her apartment. There, Arthur finally opens up about his grandpa. Bubby listens and then tells him something simple but powerful. She says she's sorry about what's happening and that sometimes there's nothing anyone can do to fix things like this. But even if Grandpa Dave starts to forget, the love he has for Arthur will always be there. It's a short, quiet scene, but it hits hard. It's not about fixing the problem, it's about learning how to live with it. And by the end, Arthur starts to smile again.
Ow!
Are you all right, darling? Why are you standing? All the blood will rush to your feet. Sit down. How many fingers do I have?
2.
Actually, I have 10. Last time I checked. Anyhow, you seem okay, darling. A little thin. Gonna talk to your mother.
Hey, Arthur. You've met my grandma Bubby, right?
Sure, we're old friends. You had the pizza thing when Francola was trying to fast for Yom Kippur, remember? Frankly, I still don't know why you didn't change the date. I mean, how hard could that have been?
Want to play with us? No, thanks. I kind of want to be alone.
What? Why do you want to be alone? Something is bothering you. Tell Bubby.
I'm fine. It's my grandpa. He didn't remember my name the other day, and now it turns out he has this problem.
Just a sec. You mind if we have this conversation over some pastrami? This one's got me running around like a golden retriever. I'm sorry to hear that about your grandfather, Arthur.
But what can I do about it?
Nothing. Listen, Arthur, sweetheart. People change. The body changes, and brains change, too. You think I can do long division now? Forget about it. But here's the thing. Your grandfather will always be your grandfather. He's still in there, and he still loves you very, very much. Now, drink your water. Your body is 70% water, so it's just like drinking more you.
Does she ever stop moving?
This is nothing. Yesterday, she alphabetized the cereal.
Do you think Bubby would want to come over for dinner sometime this week?
I'm sure she'd love to, so long as you don't mind if she cleans her kitchen when you're not looking.
Later, Bubby comes over for dinner. The family is having country stew. It's Grandpa Dave's special recipe. Even with everything that's been happening, he still remembers exactly how to make it. For a moment, it feels like old times again. Francine brings over some old photos to add to the memory album. There are pictures of Elwood City from years ago, and as Grandpa Dave flips through them, his eyes light up. He points out places he remembers: the old train station, the park, the diner where he used to eat as a kid. Some memories come back, others don't, but he smiles through it all. Arthur and DW sit beside him, showing off the pages they helped make. Grandpa Dave laughs, proud of the effort they put in. Then Bubby sits down next to him, and together they look through the photos, two grandparents sharing stories of the past and becoming friends in the present. It's a quiet ending, but one that stays with you. The episode doesn't fix anything or make false promises. Instead, it reminds us that even as memories fade, love, kindness, and connection can still hold everything together.
Well, I may not be so good with names, but I can still make a mean country stew.
Listen, I don't know what country this is from, but wherever it is, I am moving there.
Shall we have coffee in the living room?
Go. I'll do the dishes. If I don't keep moving, I fossilize.
Where are those kids gotten to?
I got a batch of really old photos. Some of these photos date back to the 1950s.
Thanks, Francine. These will be perfect.
Are they closed tight?
They are.
Okay, you can open them now.
Holy moly, what's this?
It's a memory book. We made it to help you remember things. See? This was at Aunt Lucy's wedding. Don't I look great?
You do indeed, Princess.
That's the way Elwood City used to look, remember?
I have some trouble remembering new things, but I sure remember old stuff like this. Where did you find this picture?
From Francine's grandma.
I've got 1 million of them, just like my liver spots.
You were talking about how the town changed. I thought you'd like to see these.
Oh, that's wonderful. You kids are great. I know this hasn't been easy on you.
It's okay. Even if you do forget my name once in a while, I'm still your grandson.
Is this you?
Sure is. I was cute, huh? And remember that? It's the music box.
Oh, yes, of course.
It was a vaudeville house, and then it turned to movies.
Bubby's better than pictures. She's a living memory book.
And across the street was Drinnan's. 37 varieties of pickles, remember? Let me get you some water. What, are you turn into a camel in front of me? Don't worry. Bubby's got it covered.
When Grandpa Dave's memory album originally aired, Bubby was the person who helped Arthur understand that loving someone also means loving someone even when they aren't the person you remember. Years later, Arthur revisited that lesson in an unexpected way. This time, Bubby wasn't there to help anyone else. She was the one everyone had to say goodbye to. The episode begins with Francine sitting in a chair while Muffy does her hair. Muffy moves fast, fixing Francine's hair in a fun and stylish way. The room is full of laughter and the happy sounds of friends hanging out. But suddenly, the mood shifts when Francine's mom calls her voice heavy with sad news. Francine's Bubby, her grandmother, has passed away. Francine's smile fades and her heart is now full of pain and grief and must travel to Florida for the funeral.
Can I see it?
Just a few more barrettes.
Ow! That's my head.
Almost there. Done. Not bad considering what I have to work with. Why are you laughing?
There's a cream puff on my head.
It's called a bouffant.
It should be called a bozo. I look like a clown.
Oh, you're not taking that, are you? We're not finished with your hair yet.
Hey, Mom. Now? But I just got here. Okay, I'll be there soon. Is everything okay? Okay.
What is it?
I don't know. She just said she has something important to tell me.
Bubby's funeral service is in Florida. Francine will be gone for a few days.
I'm really going to miss her. She helped me a lot when Grandpa Dave was losing his memory. She always made me laugh.
Ah, what a perfect day for ice cream! Know why? 'Cause it's Sunday! Hey, why the long faces? Although I want to talk, right?
Francine's grandma, Bubby, died.
Whoa, that's really sad.
After hearing the news, Muffy, who always likes to take charge, decides she's going to do whatever she can to cheer Francine up during her hard time. Muffy throws a big party at her house with balloons with the rest of her friends, hoping it will cheer Francine up after her Bubby passed away.
I want smiles, people. The cue is, we love you, Francine. And then you all shout, surprise!
Are you sure this is a good idea?
She might not be in the mood for a party.
Well, that's the point. As her friends, it's our duty to cheer her up. She's here! Places, everyone! Places! Oh, Francine! I'm so sorry.
Thanks, Muffy.
How are you?
Fine, I guess. Not really. I don't know, it's weird. The funeral was really beautiful. Bubby had so many friends.
Just like you, Francine.
Yeah. Although for some reason, I just feel like being alone. Well, maybe not totally alone, but, you know, just with you and...
We love you, Francine! Surprise! We want you to know that we are here for you. If there's anything you need, anything, just ask.
Okay,
Arthur steps forward, holding a card from his little sister, DW. It has a drawing of her pet parakeet, Spanky, who died. It's a small gesture to show Francine she's not alone when it comes to losing someone she cares about. Brain, thoughtful as ever, shares that he donated money to a charity in Bubby's name to honor her memory. Muffy, trying to help, offers Francine a piece of cake. She smiles, but completely misses the mark. Feeling trapped by the noise and everyone trying to help, Francine quietly leaves the party. Her heart is still heavy, and she tells Muffy she needs time alone to process her sadness, and it doesn't feel like the right time for a party. She runs off to find a quiet place where she can be alone.
Oh, Arthur, show her the card.
It's from DW. That's our bird Spanky who died a few months ago. It says, sorry for your loss.
And Brain donated to a charity in Bubby's name. It's for blind dogs.
Muffy, the charity is called Guide Dogs for the Blind. Bubby told me about it once.
Wow, this is so nice. Thank you. But I have to go.
Oh, you haven't had any cake yet. It's strawberry vanilla, your favorite.
I'm sorry, Muffy. I just can't do this right now. But I appreciate the thought. Really, I do.
Oh.
At school, Muffy hangs around Francine, trying to make everything perfect for her friend who's still hurting from Bubby's passing. She carries Francine's books, offers snacks, and fusses over every little detail, hoping to ease her pain. But when Francine opens up, wanting to share memories of her Bubby, Muffy doesn't listen. Her focus stays on fixing things, not hearing Francine's heart.
I get it about not wanting to have a party. You just need quiet time.
Is that spinach? I hate spinach.
I know, but it's full of omega-3 fatty acids, and that boosts the mood.
Not if you don't eat it.
I reserved a table where no one will bother us. Now, tell me everything. Muffy is listening.
Well...
Francine, don't blame yourself.
What? I don't blame myself. Bubby was really old.
Oh, good. That means you're past stage 1.
Stage 1 of what?
I read in Hopra magazine that there are 5 stages of grief. If you get through them all, you'll feel better again.
Which stage is me wanting to dump that spinach on your head?
Huh? Oh, I guess that would be anger. Now, is that stage 3 or 4? Oh, here it is. Huh?
Later, Muffy invites Francine to a fancy spa, thinking a day of pampering will chase away the sadness. The spa is all soft lights and soothing music. When Francine tries again to talk about Bubby, Muffy brushes it off, quickly changing the subject to something lighter. Francine's frustration grows, her face tightening as she feels unheard. Her grief pushed aside by Muffy's well-meaning but misguided attempts to distract her from losing her grandmother. Muffy is trying to help, but what Francine really needs is a friend who will just listen. Each ignored memory of Bubby feels like a door closing, leaving Francine to feel even more alone. Later at home, Muffy finds a photo of Francine with Bubby and plans to give it to her at the sugar bowl.
Yoo-hoo, Francine!
I know you're trying to help, but...
Here.
The Pampered Princess Day Spa? Muffy?
Just hear me out. All you do is relax while people fuss over you. I promise it'll make you feel better. See? Isn't this nice?
I feel like a salad.
Stop resisting, Francine. Let yourself relax.
We sent Bubby to a spa once. She said, why would I put mud on my face? I look scary enough as it is. She always had a way of...
Try thinking about something happy. Ooh, I wonder what this button does. Oh, there's a massage button, Francine! You got to try it! Huh? Sugar bowl. After school tomorrow. Have something I know you'll want.
At the sugar bowl, Muffy walks in and stops. She sees Francine sitting with George, her eyes red from crying. The mood feels serious, and Muffy's heart drops. She thinks George must have said something to upset Francine. As Francine leaves, she avoids looking at Muffy. Confused, Muffy asks what happened and reminds Francine they were supposed to meet and asks if she's okay. Francine says she's fine and just forgot. Then she rides off on her bike with a sad expression on her face.
I'm sorry, Francine. Thanks, George. Muffy? Hi.
Where are you going? We were supposed to meet. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just forgot. I gotta run, but I'll call you later.
Muffy's confusion turns to worry. She marches over to George, ready to yell at him for making her best friend cry. George says he was just listening to Francine talk about how she feels about Bubby. Muffy, too focused on her own thoughts, keeps interrupting him. George stays calm, then finally says it bluntly. Francine feels like Muffy isn't really listening to her. The words hit Muffy hard. Francine's sadness isn't just about losing Bubby. It's about needing someone to truly hear her grieve. Muffy is determined to be a better best friend to Francine, so she asks George for help.
George Lundgren, what did you say to Francine? She looked very upset.
Nothing. I was eating hummus and she sat down and talked to me about her grandma.
But that's what I'm for. I'm her best friend.
Actually, I think it really helped her. Francine said,
Oh, I'm a great listener. No one listens better than I do.
well, maybe, but Francine...
And I give great advice. It's my special power. If I were a superhero, they'd call me the listener.
You haven't heard a word I just said, have you?
Yes, I did. You were talking about, hummus.
Ah, forget it. I see why Francine finds it hard to talk to you.
Wait, did she say that? Okay, maybe I was ranting a little, but I do want to make Francine feel better. How can I help?
Just listen to her.
Okay, fine, oh wise one. Teach me how you listen. Please?
Muffy, I'm not sure.
Great! I have a window from 4 to 5 tomorrow. Meet you after school at the treehouse.
Muffy's heart is in the right place, but she struggles to learn this lesson. She keeps talking so much that it's hard for anyone to listen. George stays patient, guiding her towards a deeper idea, empathy. He tells Muffy to think about a time she lost someone special. Muffy pauses, her mind drifting to her pet hamster, who she loved and lost. The memory stings, but it opens her eyes. She understands Francine's pain now.
If you want to be a good listener, the first thing you have to do is...
Oh!
What?
The first thing you have to do is open your heart.
No. The first thing you have to do is be quiet. You can't listen if you're...
Hungry.
I was going to say talking. I'll tell you a story, and I don't want you to say anything. Ready?
Ready.
Once I...
Is this a fairy tale? It might be better if it's a real story. You know, so it's more like Francine.
I haven't even started yet. Once when I was 6, my dad and I went on a camping trip. And that was how I learned to build a fire. Muffy?
What? I was listening. You went on a camping trip, and then, something.
Part of listening is paying attention.
Oh, well, you could have said that before the story. Okay, to be a good listener, I have to not talk and pay attention. Anything else?
Yes. Empathy.
Oh, that's when you feel sorry for someone. I do that all the time.
No, that's sympathy. Empathy is when you share someone else's feelings, when you put yourself in their shoes. What's something that made you really, really sad?
Ketchup.
What?
I had just gotten these new capri pants, and
Try something else. Did you ever lose someone who was really important to you?
it's silly.
Tell me anyway.
I had this hamster once, Snowball. I only had her for 3 years, but that's really old for a hamster. She always seemed to know when I was sad. She would touch her nose to mine. She was my first pet. Actually, she was my only pet.
I'm sorry.
Whatever, it was just a hamster.
It was your pet. You loved her. It feels good to tell someone and just have them get it, right?
Yeah, it really does.
With this new clarity, Muffy goes to Francine's apartment. She hands Francine a photo from a happy day when they went to the movies with Bubby. Muffy speaks softly, offering to just listen. Francine's face softens, and the two friends reconnect as Francine shares stories about the funeral and their bond growing stronger through a quiet understanding.
Hi, Muffy. Francine is...
It's okay. I know she probably doesn't want to talk to me. I just wanted to give her this.
Why don't you give it to her yourself?
I thought you might want this.
I remember that day. Bubby took us to see 5,000 explosions and a supernova.
Oh, it was awful!
Bubby said they should have paid us to see it.
Do you feel like talking?
The last few days have been so unreal. I still really feel her presence, you know?
Arthur never tried to make loss less painful. Instead, it taught us that grief comes in many forms and that learning to say goodbye is something all of us face eventually.